Welcome back to The Big Picture. Let's head back to the Broadway Market for the sights, sounds, and special people. Linda and George, the heart and soul behind Babcia's Pierogi. Pierogi, right? You taught me that one.
Yes, it is.
Pierogi. And now we are going to have an opportunity, which is very rare, to get behind the scenes and find out how these fantastic pierogi are made. So I think it's George that was going to explain to us what we're doing now.
Yeah, so today we're making kraut pierogi and kraut mushroom pierogi. And typically when we do a large run, we do like 9,000 a day. And so we're right in the middle of finishing our kraut pierogi. And that's what we're making.
And then they're going to, you said, there's going to bring them out and then sell them and make them and fry them the rest of the way out where the people are.
Yes, so the ones that we're making today are the ones that are going to be served hot throughout Holy Week. The majority of our pierogi we started making right after the first of the year. So at this point, we're just finishing up the end of 350,000 pierogi.
Oh my gosh, that's enough to feed a village, isn't it? So,
To feed the city of Buffalo.
I was going to say, is this the busiest time of year?
Absolutely. It's our 2 busiest weeks of the year.
And I know you make other kinds because I've tasted them, and Rich and I can't wait to find out what we're going to eat today. What are some of the other kinds?
So we make 24 flavors. We have all the traditionals, and everything is made from scratch. As far as some of our most popular signature ones, we have stuffed banana pepper, buffalo wing, beef on weck, sausage Asiago and spinach. We have fruit ones for breakfast or desserts, taco, bacon cheeseburger, and the list just goes on and on.
But I think the most popular are, am I right about this, the traditional ones that people think of right away?
They are the most popular, but our stuffed banana pepper is number 2. So farmer's cheese, the traditional cheese, is number 1. Stuffed banana pepper is number 2, and then right behind it are some of your potato varieties.
That's what I was thinking of, and I was not thinking of stuffed pepper because I don't like anything spicy. Don't even mention that in front of me. However, do you see the same people coming back year after year?
Well, we do see a lot of new customers, but we do have a lot of loyal followers. And I think they're attracted to the food quality, the variety, the consistency. And, with us cooking them, they're always, I think, looking for a great tasting meal. And we do have, like we said, frozen flavors they can take home. And they'll last, they're frozen. They're fresh dough that's frozen. And they'll last forever in your freezer.
But then you have to know how to cook them, which I can't do. But is that the point? You take them home and cook them?
You do, but the instructions are printed right on the bag. So very simply, you would just take them out of the freezer and put them in a pot of simmering water, small bubbles, for 7 minutes, and then afterwards you just pan fry them. And I always tell people, when you pan fry anything, always mix oil with butter. Straight butter burns. If you add a little oil to your butter, you'll never have an egg stick on you again. I learned that watching Emeril Garassi.
No, what did you say?
Or a pierogi.
Yes.
They'll never stick.
No, we don't. We don't want to burn them. Are you here all year round at the Broadway Market, guys?
Yes, we're here Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 all year round. We're open for lunch, lunch and takeout dinners. So we stay busy year round.
And we do a lot of large events. We have a concession trailer. So we do the Erie County Fair and the State Fair in Syracuse. We do the Taste of Buffalo and a lot of large concession events throughout Western New York.
People look for you because I remember looking all over at the Erie County Fair when we're there. Like, I've got to find Linda. I've got to find, and my friends were with me, and they were going. It was easy to find because you got the red.
Yes. Yeah, it's nice and bright. It's colorful, and it's a cheerful trailer. It's a cheerful atmosphere. And we pride ourselves in the fact that our staff is always very warm, very friendly to everyone. So people look for us.
Now, this is something that people are eating for generations, pierogis for generations.
Absolutely. That it's obviously started back in Poland. Every nationality has a dumpling. So the Polish dumpling happens to be a pierogi. We've just taken it to another level by having a variety of flavors. As far as tradition, my family's tradition was always Christmas and Easter. So we wanted to come up with a way of making it a year-round food that people would always be looking for to put on their table.
And what's interesting is for those who make them at home, I've never seen a food that brings families together. So many people, their families, they'll get 5, 6, 7 people together, and they'll take a day and they'll make them, and people like eating them as they're a fun food. Like pizza can be seen as a fun food. So I've never seen a food that brings families together like pierogi.
And friends like us. Thanks so much. Thanks.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
happy
you.
Easter.
Thanks to everyone we met at the market. Remember, to get more information, go to broadwaymarket.org. If you are a family member, are looking to be more independent in your home, Walt Kolt shows our John DeShulo some equipment you can secure for your home in part 2 of our visit to our sponsor, Kolt Access and Lift.
Well, show us this device that's in your showroom.
Well, this is a device that allows single home caregivers to take care of a patient safely in the home without external caregivers.
This helps lift the individual up.
It doesn't just help, it does complete lifting. It gets them out of bed, gets them out of the wheelchair, takes them from a wheelchair, puts them on a toilet. Those type of functions that are things that you need to do on a relatively quick basis, but can be done safely and repetitively by one individual rather than have external caregivers. External caregivers are expensive, and in this day and age, they're hard to find.
Yeah.
It's hard to find anybody that wants to work in this type of industry. This allows people in the home, whether they're mother, their father, their brother, sister, grandparents, it allows you to take care of them safely with a single caregiver versus having multiple people to help with the lifting. Yeah.
So this is on a track, and the track can move.
Yeah, we use this to lift the person up. They come in slings. Slings are used for a variety of functions. The slings are extremely comfortable and safe and washable. And once we get the person in the sling, they can be moved from area to area with very little effort and a feeling of comfort and safety.
We were talking earlier that you're seeing a lot of people coming back into the home, leaving nursing home care.
Yeah, a lot of people after COVID realized that the best care is the family care, the people that can take care of them. Not only that, but the expense itself is prohibitive, both for home health care and for nursing homes. Nursing homes can cost anywhere from $12,000 to $18,000 a month. We can establish something like this in somebody's home for under $4,000. We can establish lifts all through the house that allows people to get in and out of their homes safely on a regular basis.
And the peace of mind. And safely is very important. In another discussion, we talked about how you could throw your back out.
Well, back injuries are very common. A lot of people don't realize it, but by the time you've reached the age 40, everybody has some type of minor back injury because back injuries occur as a normal part of life. You actually compress your spine, you compress the discs that are in there, and the problem with back injuries is they're cumulative. They are not something that can happen in parallel with your system. But once you've injured your back, it's a permanent injury. You can recover from it, but what happens after that is any type of lifting or extreme stress on your back just adds to that injury.
So for really the cost of a car, people need mobility with a vehicle. You can now have the mobility and the sense of independence with this device.
Yeah, or we can do it in small sections. This device here is a relatively inexpensive device to install for a small scale basis, or we can put it all through the house, as some people need. People with MS have been putting these systems all through the house because it allows them mobility through the home and gives them back their house again.
Walt, I noticed this in your showroom. Explain this piece of equipment.
Well, this is just an example of some of the many pieces of equipment we can provide for the home, which enables people to get in and out of their beds or help with having simple mobility issues when they're recovering from operations, for example, hip injuries or knee replacements, those type of things. And it allows it's a hospital grade piece of equipment that's priced for the home healthcare market. So this is actually a sit to stand. And what that allows you to do is when people have, like for example, if that hip or knee replacement, they usually have to go through a period of rehab. This enables them to stand safely, okay, without losing their balance or falling, and gives them an opportunity to exercise their muscles with mechanical help.
So if I'm sitting here in a chair and say I just had a knee replaced, and I need the opportunity to stand.
You can place your hands here and use your upper body strength now to pull yourself up.
And pulls myself up.
And now you've got padding, and you've got...
And I could rest my knees if I needed to.
You rest your knees, and you've also have seat pads now.
So now I'm...
To get you in a standing position.
And again, I could work my rehab.
That's correct, okay? So there's a variety of these types of equipment that we have that can be provided. And again, these are extremely low cost to get some people's help in their homes.
Well, you have a great passion for helping people. It's pretty evident in the moments that we've spent here today. And I think that's terrific because people not only get the right piece of equipment at the right price, but they get it with the right peace of mind that comes with it.
We don't believe in, our clients are long-term clients. Many of the customers that we had when we started 25 years ago are still our clients simply because we're there for the long-term care of the individual, not for the short-term sale. That's not what we are. We're partners with our customers.
Yeah, good, because you're on their journey as they try to live a better life and live independently.
We're all going to be there someday, so let's all do it together and try to make it the most pleasant journey we can. We find that when people can stay in their home, when they can stay with their family, they live a much more fulfilled life, they're happier, and they have a life that's worth living.
Where can people find you, Walt?
They can find us on the web at www.koltaccess.com, or they can call us 716-580-3422. We'll be happy to come to your home and give you a free evaluation of the type of things that are needed for your home or for your mobility issues, and you can make the choice yourself.
All right, the number's on the screen, and Walt Kolt from Kolt Access and Lift. We appreciate your time and helping us all live better.
Thanks for watching The Big Picture. I'm Judge Penny Wolfgang, hoping that you and your family have a wonderful holiday weekend, whether you celebrate Passover, Easter, or both. We'll see you next week.